Hi friends, good morning to all of you. Today we will discuss about the Anglo-Norman. In other words, we can say Middle English period from 1066 AD to 1340 AD. First of all, we will talk about background of the Anglo-Norman. King William, who was the Duke of Normandy, defeated King Harold, who was the last Anglo-Saxon king, in the Battle of Hastings in 1066 AD. King William ascended the throne and he was crowned on 25th December 1066. King William went back to France and left his general to rule England. Means King William did not rule England. He returned to France, means Normandy, and left the kingdom for his general to rule Britain. French language became for the upper class, that was used in court, school, literature, etc. In that period, after the Battle of Hastings, when French came and conquered Britain, in Britain, French language became popular. French language was used in court, school, literature and other areas. The language of Anglo-Saxon, means Middle English, was used by laymen, means ordinary man. After the Battle of Hastings, in Britain, the language of Anglo-Saxon was used by ordinary people, means laymen. Next point, we will talk about the language. Old English plus French language mixed and became the Middle English. Only clergymen were educated people. In that period, means during Anglo-Norman, only clergymen were educated people. London became the main center of education. In next, Oxford University was established in 1167 AD and Cambridge University was established in 1209 AD. Miracle play was introduced in 1100, means 1100 AD. In 1100 AD, miracle plays was introduced during Anglo-Norman. The main point is the 100 Years' War that was fought from 1338 AD to 1453 AD. The birth of Chaucer, 1340 AD. Now we will talk about different genre during Anglo-Norman. During Anglo-Norman, there were many types of genre, such as epic poetry. In epic poetry, heroic acts of God, kings, past events are mentioned in the works. Next type was romance. Romance dealt with love. Next type was fable. Fable dealt with myths and legends of the past. Next genre was religious tales. Religious tales was dealt with sermon and morals. Next genre was history. History was two types. First type was religious history. It deals with saints and priests act. Second type history was national history. National history was dealt about past. Next genre was didactic literature. Didactic literature was about religion, philosophy, politics, etc. Next type hagiography. Hagiography deals with sacrifices of saints and spiritual leaders. Next, lyric poetry. Lyric poetry deals with emotion and feelings of human. Satire. Satire deals with politics. In that period, satire was done on only politics. Next genre was drama. In drama, sacrifices of saints and religious leaders was mentioned. Now we talk about some Latin works based on science. First writer, William of Malmesbury, wrote history. Next writer, Anselm, who wrote Cur Deus Homo. And next, Roger Bacon, who wrote Opus Majus. Next writer is Geoffrey of Monmouth, who wrote Historia Regum Britannia in 1137 AD, which was the first registered book in English literature. Next writer, Robert Weiss, who wrote Roman de Brut. And next, Oram, who wrote Ormulum. Thomas D. Hales, who wrote Love Run, means love run, or later it was a lyric. Next writer, Lehman, who wrote Brut. Brut was written in doggerel verse in 1200 AD. Now we will talk about some anonymous works whose writers are unknown, such as Chancer de Geste, means songs of heroic deeds. It was an epic poem. Cursor Mundi means runner of the world. It was a religious poem. Owl and the Nightingale, the land of cocaine. It was a satire on monks and religion. Next, Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. Friends, it is very important. Next writings was The Pearl. It contains 30 to 40,000 lines. Next, Cleanliness, Patience, Akron, Reveal, Springtime, which was a lyric. Lantern, it also a lyric. Last, Ellison. Ellison was also a lyric poetry.